So, this is a talk show about how loans work, and specifically, we're going to talk about later Advance America loans. But right now, I'm going to talk with a specialized professionalist on speedy loans, not regular loans, personal loans. So, Dan, what are personal loans?
Every loan is different. If you come to a bank and say, I want money, they're going to ask you what type of loan it is. Auto loan, house loan, business loan, or personal loan. Interest rates will be determined by what type of loan it is, and then that is how they're going to start the loan process. For example, if you say, I need $100, bank, and the bank says, okay, is it a personal loan? If you say yes, they're going to say okay. And depending on the bank or the credit union, they will decide. This is your interest rate. A lot of times it can be anywhere from 12% or higher. And they will determine it based usually on your credit rating.
Right.
And so let's say it's 17%. Every $100, this case it's $100. Every payment, let's say it that way, every payment that you pay, they're going to charge you an interest rate on you based on the percentage rate that was assigned when you started that loan. Cash loans, I used to work at a speedy loan.
Yeah.
They are exorbitant. They are what you consider, you have your banks, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You have your banks that most people trust. They go to, they want to get loans, they start a savings account, checking account, and then you have your loans where it's personalized by a company that is not owned by this amazing entity that will charge lesser interest rates. These people with these cash advance loans places, they saw a chance where they can charge exorbitant amounts of interest rates and get by with it. That's why I say it that way because a lot of states have banned them. Wisconsin's one of the few that have not banned them. In Wisconsin, you can get a cash loan. Minnesota, I believe you cannot. Now, these interest rates are just amazingly high. The nice thing about them, if you need cash now, you go there, you get it. But the amount of money you have to pay back because of the interest rate, forget it. You're not going to pay it back unless you can afford it.
Yeah.
Usually, a lot of those people, by experience, I've seen it, they usually go into default.
So, recently, our class has, I think 2 people in our class has studied a speedy loans or personal loans company called Cash Advance America. We found it's a terrible place. If you go to their website, you see a bunch of smiling faces and a bunch of happy people, and they're like, get loans, you're not alone. We don't see you as just money. I see that very much as a lie. You look on the reviews, and in the reviews, they talk about how they sign off their money. Or what happens is that they get the money, but when they sign, they're also signing their rights to their checking account. I didn't know this, but apparently they take out money from your account. They have the right to do that when you sign.
Mm-hmm.
And so what happens, you see many, many reviews saying this, where they took money out of my account, the exact money for payment of the loan, and then they asked for money for payment for my loan. And they're like, but I already paid for it. You took it out. And they're like, no, we never took anything out.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's the problem. And not only that, I've heard some people are getting sued after it.
Mm-hmm.
There's high interest rates. And this time they actually have a leverage. The leverage is that they can get sued. And most of the reviews are 1 star. I wouldn't trust this place, even though they offer a variety of loans. It's just not trustworthy. What do you think of that?
First off, never ever take a cash advance loan. Ever. From anywhere, any place, anytime. They're called loan sharks. It's the same idea. The difference with the original loan shark that originated, because that's where cash advance systems comes from, is loan sharks. Loan sharks usually had muscle behind it. You either pay or they're going to come and break your legs.
Yeah.
And that's not a joke. That's actually real. Things like the mob and the mafia, yeah, that's real stuff. Now, the other thing is to consider, anytime you go get a loan, you're signing a contract. You have a piece of paper. I, such and such, want to borrow from such and such X amount of dollars. This is the interest rate. And then they have their terms and conditions. Okay? Now, you mentioned the thing about the checking account. That's only one of the things of the terms and conditions. You sign that at the time of the contract. When I worked at Speedy Loan, the contract was huge. Okay? Basically giving them the rights to that person, their account. So first, do not ever go for any type of loan shark or cash advance system. Always go to a bank. Never ever consider a cash advance system.
Yeah.
Based on all the circumstances. What you said, nothing surprises me because they are in it for the money. Okay?
Yep.
Banks are in it for the money as well. But cash advance systems, they will do what they can to get as much money out of you as possible. They don't care who they hurt or how they hurt them. So, that's that.
Yeah. Well, thank you for watching the I Don't Know About Loans show. This was pretty fun. And thanks for listening to Dan Moser.